Hi, I'm Sean Taylor and welcome to my video. This is about my Norton V4SS. It's a Generation 1 bike. I first saw this bike when I was at the NEC motorcycle show in, I think it was October 2016. I just fell in love with it. It is a thing of utter beauty, and from a design perspective, from the rear wheel through to the front wheel. The chrome edition to me just stood out as just something so unique, so unusual. It was something I wanted. But like all things beautiful, it's flawed. Beneath the skin of this lies an inherently defective motorcycle. So defective that you actually have to take the battery out because it has the ability to spontaneously combust. Kind of worrying if you live in a house with an integrated garage and have a young family. Not the kind of design feature you want on your motorcycle. It also has the ability to spew oil on the rear tyre. Now, if you're doing a high-speed run, or even going into a roundabout at a very modest speed, if that happens, you're gonna come off, and you could be fatally injured. There are a number of defects. 35 currently being reported, so significant that they've been reported to the DVLA. Both Norton and BDO have made an advisory that we should not be riding these bikes. So this is in my garage. It is a bike that I purchased for £44,000, and currently it's worthless, utterly worthless. Now, you may recall that Norton Motorcycles went into receivership, and BDO are actually handling the administration of this. Now, as owners of these bikes, we've not even been recognised as creditors. We are being defined as potential creditors. Now, Norton are reporting in the press that they are going to give discounts on a new motorcycle and allow us to keep our Generation 1 motorcycle. They're also reporting that they're going to take our Generation 1 bike back and give us a new Generation 2 V4SS. However, these are reports via Motorcycle News by that famous unknown person, the Norton spokesperson. Nothing's been confirmed. John Russell, the interim CEO of Norton, failed to have any contact with any of the Generation 1 V4SS owners. Robert Henschel hides behind generic emails. As the new CEO, he's made assertions that he will be contacting and discussing the issues with each of the V4SS owners. That hasn't happened. He hasn't responded to a single email personally. We only get a generic email against anything, if we get a response at all. Now, Simon Skinner, who actually designed the Generation 1 bike when he was a director of the now dissolved, liquidated Norton Motorcycles, was the lead designer. He's the guy who was responsible for design engineering of this motorcycle. I mean, aesthetically, he got it right. However, inherently, he got it wrong. The number of defects, 35 defects on a 44,000 motorcycle, is astonishing. It should not have this many defects presented in it in a motorcycle that's in the hands of a user. Now, Simon has actually gone on to be the actual new head of design at the new TVS Norton Motorcycles. So, as owners, we have lost tens of thousands of pounds. Simon is still engaged in the industry, earning a six-figure salary, being supported by Norton Motorcycles. Now, personally, would I trust a Generation 2 with a Skinner participation in the design? It would need to be proven to be fault-free before I got on it, because clearly the first time around, he didn't get it right. Now, in the press, Motorcycle News, and in particular a YouTuber, Relevator Alf, they're making claims that they've talked to owners. Now, my photograph has been in Motorcycle News on a couple of occasions. My name's been referenced. They've never formally interviewed me. They've had emails from me, but they've never once picked up the phone and did a proper interview. They did a couple of fact checks, but they were fundamentally a 2-second conversation. There's been no interview with me or any other V4SS owner. Now, we want the press to step up. We want the press to be responsible. We would like the opportunity to discuss this with Norton and the press openly and freely and have our views aired rather than be misreported. Relevator Alf, there's an open challenge to you to actually do a session with us V4SS owners. You claim you're willing to do it. So far I see you backing away, not stepping up. Now finally, Paul Hollywood actually purchased one of these motorcycles. Now if anyone can connect me with Paul, I'd be really grateful, because I'd like to understand his journey with Norton Motorcycles and why he sold his. Paul stepped away from his ownership of the V4SS with a handsome profit, while other owners have been left carrying a huge loss. I'd be really interested to find out what Paul's journey was, so if anyone can connect us, please do. Thank you for listening. Apologies for the rawness of this. This is my first attempt at a video of this type. So, thank you, and bye for now.